What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Collective Comics and the Lights Comics Action Podcast. We're diving into episode number 14 today, guys.
Hell yeah.
Man, I am excited for this one. We're getting into a hero bracket.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing some games.
Trying something new, trying something cool. It's just an idea I had brought to the table. But yeah, we already pre-filmed the bracket. So as we're sitting here now, we already know how the brackets turned out. But we got some other cool stuff coming. That's the reason we had to do something like this. So the next time you see us on schedule again, the set's not going to look like this anymore, y'all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Things are changing.
We don't even know what the set's going to look like at this point.
We don't. We're in the middle of building.
Yeah.
Kind of. And potentially 2 sets?
Potentially, yeah. Well, we're working on like having a set here for me to shoot in and at your place for you to shoot in.
Yep.
And we don't know what's going to be done by the time we need to shoot our next podcast so stay tuned, y'all.
Right. Join us in on this journey. It's going to be a fun one. I'm really excited. This is like one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why, but it's to just set up a room, or like anytime I redesign my room and move my bed over to a different side of the room. I don't know why I like doing that, but I love doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this week too, because like I'm trying to do more with the music stuff again this year, and I just set up a new little set for that. I know you've seen it. Nobody else has really seen it yet. So I always think about that. I'm like, I always set it up, and then I don't use it, and then I'm like, oh, I want to do it different, and I set it up again, and then finally I'll use one, and then change it around. If you saw any of my streams I did DJ streams every week for like a year and a half. And I think I had 3 or 4 different setups throughout that.
I think so. Yeah. I think every once in a while I'd come over and then I'd be like, oh, it's flipped around completely.
Totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, like it looks like a totally new room.
I'm also like big on energy. So like the energy, if the energy's off, gotta switch it, gotta change it.
I feel that.
Use a new room, use a new setup, move the desk, turn it sideways. I don't know.
Right, so, mount it on the wall.
Do
some crazy stuff like that.
But it's fun. It's all good fun. So
check the link. We'll put a link in the description. He's got Spotify. He's got Twitch. Under is it under DJ Jungle J or just Jungle J?
Right now, it's kind of everything. Kind of got all weird when we started this, because we were gonna do this instead of that, and some other things got moved around. So through getting all the sets and everything built, everything's going to be united again, and we're gonna basically Collective Comics is gonna live here, and if we do live stream the podcast, anything like that, it's gonna live here on YouTube hopefully, and the Twitch will be back as DJ Jungle J, I believe.
There we go.
But we'll keep you updated for sure.
I'm excited.
Updates are coming for this channel, other channels, other things we got going on in life. So
streams are fun. I miss the cats in the chat.
Yeah, cats in the chat.
There it is.
I do want to just say real quick, there's not a lot, but there's stuff still coming out about Jeremy Renner.
Yes.
I read an article today that said he could lose his leg, and if he doesn't lose his leg, he still may never walk again. So whatever continues to unfold with that, like, I just hope the best for him and his family.
Yeah.
And, everybody in the community, because it sounds like that's what was happening. He's helping the community, and that's what happened. That's what started or transpired after that. So,
yeah, which is insane. I don't know. It has me feeling all different types of ways.
Yeah. So hopefully everything goes well. I read some stuff. It's almost like a movie. Like, people are like, he's a fighter, he's gonna get through it, and then he just keeps getting better than they think. So hopefully things keep going well for him.
Yeah.
And we'll get some good news soon.
Hopefully.
Other elephant in the room, you're about to see me with long hair again. I got a haircut after shooting the villains bracket. So for the bracket, we're going to have the long hair. The hero bracket has short hair, but we got a haircut in between. So continuity is a little off.
Right.
But yeah, that's why you're going to see the hero bracket is split up into 2. The villain bracket is split up into 2. So it's going to be 4 episodes of brackets. They did not turn out how I thought they were going to turn out. There's some shockers, and there's some interesting stuff coming. So
yeah,
with that being said, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into villain bracket part 1.
All right, roll that intro.
Explosions!
We're diving on into the villain bracket
Woo!
today, man. I feel like this is a pretty hype idea. You had
Yo.
this idea, and I was like, that sounds really cool, because we kind of started doing drafts and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of where it came from. I also watch a little bit of wrestling. If you guys don't know, we got some wrestling guys back
Right.
over here. The New Day did this on their podcast with like Christmas presents. They're trying to figure out what's the best Christmas present. They also did it with like sitcoms, like Golden Girls and stuff like that. They did it years ago, and then all of a sudden I was like, we should do this with villains and heroes. And well, here we are. Ready?
Diving on in. I'm ready.
All right. So we know what heroes and villains are in our brackets, but we don't know the order. I hit random a bunch of times, and then I just saved it as a PNG, emailed it to myself without looking. So this is the first time either one of us are seeing any of the matchups. So the first matchup, Ra's al Ghul versus Mystique.
Ooh.
Mystique. First of all, I feel like I know which direction you're going. I feel like I know which direction we should go.
Yeah.
But Mystique's dope.
I know. That's why I was
Mystique is dope. Man, Mystique could be anyone. Mystique could be Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, so real quick, who do you want to win?
I mean, I feel like I want Mystique to win.
Me too.
I want Mystique to win. I feel like Ra's al Ghul should win. Here, pitch me. Why should Ra's al Ghul win?
Dude, he's just an assassin. Like, he's so... I mean, all this stuff, man. He's like... I don't know. The training, the combat skills. I feel like combat, Marvel versus DC... DC's got it down. I feel like we discussed this before.
Yep, 100%,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then he made it into Injustice.
Yeah.
I hate him. I either, if I'm not playing as him,
Yeah.
or I hate him. You know, because he's awesome.
Right.
And he kicks everybody's butt. You know, so like, I feel, dude,
Let me
how that's such an, like, I don't know.
I'm gonna pitch Mystique now, right?
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna start pitching Mystique by saying who's close to Ra's al Ghul. Talia al Ghul, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, somebody standing next to him. What if that person isn't that person? What if Talia al Ghul is Mystique? Because Mystique could be her. She could knock her out, basically become her, and infiltrate anything. And then when he's least expecting it, boop, he done, bro. He's done, son.
Yeah.
He's done, son.
There's a way to do it, but is she that skilled as an assassin?
Dude,
that's some hitman assassin stuff.
I think she is. I think
she could do it.
I don't know. Here's the one thing I don't know. I don't know her fighting abilities.
Yeah.
But if he's not expecting it, I don't know how good of a fighter does.
But an assassin always expects the unexpected. So like, wouldn't he just know? Be like,
I
you're
don't know.
Mystique, yo.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
And he trained Batman.
We have a coin here because we don't have a tiebreaker. We're only two people.
This is a tough one, dude.
So if we have to, we'll flip a coin, and that's just gonna decide.
Okay, all I'm gonna say, if this was a real battle and this was about to take place, my heart goes out to Mystique. I'm sorry.
I agree, but I also think, like face to face, hand to hand combat, Ra's al Ghul all day.
Yeah.
But hey, man, you get stabbed in the back. I mean,
Yeah.
if his back is turned, what are you gonna do?
I know, but
You gonna punch the air? I mean, I don't know, man. What's your final decision?
if it was Mystique against Batman, Batman wins.
Yes.
He trained Batman. He's gonna win.
I have to go.
That's the way I'm looking
I
at
have
it.
to go Ra's on this one, man.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, I think
It
if
sounds like we both don't want to, but we
but
have
Mystique
to.
is so cool.
I know. Like,
I could just say Mystique and send it's a coin flip. First round coin flip.
let's do it. I guess. I mean, Because we both want
I want
Mystique.
Mystique to win.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we both know what's going to happen. So this is going to determine on the fate of the coin.
The first round. The first round is a coin flip. Come on, man.
Right.
So this is how this bracket's going to go. All right. Who's heads?
You be heads.
So Mystique is heads?
Yeah, because I usually choose heads. So I was like, you know what? You choose heads.
All right. I'm just going to flip it. It hits the table. That's who wins.
Mm-hmm.
Mystique won, y'all. Mystique is going to round 2. Hey.
There's a coin flip.
Hey, I said I ought to pick Roz, and then
I know we both.
You backed down a little bit. You backed down a little bit. Opened the door, and Mystique snuck in.
Because we wanted her to win.
Snuck in, man.
But now that she won, I'm like.
But that's what she does. She sneaks in.
Yeah,
she sneaks in.
So let it happen. It happened.
That's what I said.
Dang.
Mystique round 1. Mystique beats Ra's al Ghul in round 1, y'all.
Dang. So is Ra's al Ghul out?
Out.
Dang. I would have loved to imagine. I mean, I can still imagine Ra's al Ghul versus Batman. You know, and
I mean, how many times can you imagine it? Because they've made it a million times. All right, round 2. Are you ready for round 2? Round 2. Ooh, we got another Marvel. No, they're both Marvel. Magneto versus Sabretooth.
Ooh.
Magneto versus Sabretooth.
Both that I don't know an extraordinarily amount about.
Yeah.
But I feel like Magneto will take that fight.
I'm taking Magneto all day. So, if they're anywhere and there's any metal around anywhere, it's over. What else are you going to do?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So unless you have any argument otherwise, I'm going Magneto to round 2.
Yeah, see you, Sabretooth.
yeah.
See you, dude. Yeah. Not going to argue that
There's that one meme video about Wolverine saying that he can fight Magneto, and Professor X is like, you're literally made of metal. And he's like, I'll ride a motorcycle. He's like, again, metal.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Wolverine's so stupid in that skit. Riddler. Oh, did you see it?
No.
Did you see it? We got 2 DCs. 2 DC guys. We just had 2 Marvel. We got 2 DC. We got Riddler versus Two-Face.
Ooh.
Riddler versus Two-Face. Talking about flipping a coin. Two-Face.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Realistically, I feel like Riddler would win. Because Riddler, I mean, he plays the slow game, but when he takes somebody down, he takes them down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Two-Face is all just fate on that coin flip.
Yeah.
You know? So, that's why I'm like, should we just flip the coin? Because I feel like that's how it would be won.
It would be, but we don't have a double-sided coin here, you know?
Well, I mean, heads and tails, but yeah.
We'd have to, oh man, I don't know. I feel like Riddler
because there is no okay, I'm about to kill you, and if this coin flips and it's tails, then you're not dead.
Yeah.
And then that's what's going to stop Two-Face from killing Riddler.
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, what does Two-Face have?
Nothing.
At least
face. He's got 2 faces.
Yeah,
that's what he's got.
And he's got a coin, and he carries a gun with him most of the time, right? He's got guns. He kills people. He's got goons.
He's got more henchmen.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He's not all that great of a villain, but at the same time, I mean, I don't think Riddler. No, I like Riddler.
I think just Riddler could just do it. You know what I mean? Just in
he's just way smarter.
Yeah, I think going back to hand combat, maybe Riddler wouldn't stand a chance. Maybe, depending on which Riddler you go with. You know what I mean? But the Riddler wouldn't put himself in that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless he had a plan to get out. You know, it goes back to the whole one bad day.
Yeah, he's always 3 steps ahead of everybody, it seems like. I'm going Riddler.
I'm going to agree with that.
Riddler.
Because realistically, Harvey Dent's not that strong. He used to be a lawyer, now he's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's people. It's always people. As a politician, as a villain, it's always the people. I don't know what he has to bring to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so Two-Face loses to Riddler in round 1, and Riddler moves on. Deadshot versus Killmonger. Deadshot versus Killmonger.
Deadshot.
Deadshot?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Is he gonna miss?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I mean,
Like, you got some range.
but I mean,
Killmonger's got to be right there.
look at the marksmanship of Killmonger too, and like his.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have good fighting. They both have good marksmanship.
Yeah, but not like Deadshot.
Yeah, I guess
Not enough to be called Deadshot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man, that's a bummer. Killmonger goes out.
Yeah.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, because just the range factor on Deadshot, you know what I'm saying, versus Killmonger, like hand to hand, I feel like Killmonger could definitely 100% win that.
Right, yeah.
You know, but marksmanship, and if Killmonger can even get that close to him without him sniping him, you know, then there's no way. So I feel like Deadshot wins that one.
Deadshot moves on.
Dang, I like Killmonger too.
Yeah. Oh, here's another. We got Deathstroke in the next one versus Electro. Electro versus Deathstroke. I don't really have opinions on Electro.
I mean, you wear some rubber boots and you'd probably be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then he's just a man. You know? But
I'm a Deathstroke fan.
me too. You know, so like that goes back to the marksmanship thing, but like when he just zapped the floor that he's standing on, like he's always on top of a rafter. He's always on top of something metal. Isn't his helmet metal?
Yeah, probably.
He's done, dude.
But I think it goes back to like
I mean, think about Jamie Foxx in
yeah.
Is it? That's ASM. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen that one. But I just feel like it goes back to like the Mystique argument is like, and like the Riddler, like I don't think Deathstroke's putting himself right in the way of Electro.
I know.
I think he's too good of like an assassin / hitman to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Deathstroke.
I feel
me
like
wrong.
That's the thing. I feel like I have to like. Electro definitely has some anger issues, and when he's like up in that sky, like I feel like he's just not even looking at anybody, not looking at his surroundings. He's just full on rage mode and just like Dragon Ball Z style, dude.
For sure. For sure.
So he just be in that mode and snipe.
Yeah, he just get picked off, man.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna end up having a battle of the marksman.
Looking forward. Might not be, because the next one is going to be Deathstroke's next round is the winner of this that we're discussing right now. It's going to be Sandman and Harley Quinn.
Sandman won.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. Dude. Tell me why.
You see Spider-Man 3, right?
Tell me why.
Harley Quinn is just Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Harley Quinn.
She's just like a little crazy.
I guess until now we've gone like who would win in a fight.
Yeah, and now it's like you're taking a superpower versus like
a hammer.
Yeah.
A bat.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, and he's made of sand. Like Spider-Man can't kill, like, you know, I mean he can, but he has a very hard time trying to take down Sandman.
Yeah.
I mean, you get him wet, but he's done. But, like, that's it. He's only done for, like, 24 hours until he collects up on the beach. You know?
But, like, what beats Sandman other than getting him wet?
I mean, fire.
Oh, man. Is Sandman going to win this then? Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. I'm like, why do we have to do Harley Quinn like that? But, like, I have to.
I'm going to go Harley Quinn and make us flip a coin.
Oh, that's impossible. I mean, not impossible.
No, I'm not.
She just gets them wet or lights them on fire, but like that's hard to do.
Bro.
He can get pretty big.
I'm not going out Harley Quinn to Sandman, man.
I don't want it to either, but realistically in my head, I'm just like
Let's say Harley Quinn. Just say it. Just say it. See how it sounds.
All
right, she wins.
Right? You said it. It's recorded. It's on camera.
I'm going Harley Quinn, man.
All right, we'll flip a coin.
She'll find a way.
Let's see. I'm closing my eyes.
Everybody knocks her down when she gets back up.
Heads for Harley.
Heads for Harley. Heads for Harley. The hashtag heads for Harley.
Yes! Oh! No. I mean, like, I was like, she's going to get destroyed, but I'm like, she won, but like.
Yeah, Harley
well,
Harley always finds a way, dude.
I mean, yeah, but no.
Harley always finds a way.
Where's she at in Deadly Duo right now?
She's finding a way.
She's stuck there waiting for Joker.
She's finding a way.
Her finding a way is going, when Puddin comes to find you, that's her finding a way.
But what about Harley Quinn from the animated series? She always finds a way,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Come on, man. I wasn't letting Harley Quinn go out to
I didn't
Sandman.
want her to go out either. I'm glad she didn't go out, but like, I mean, realistically,
Oh, man.
I don't think that's physically possible, but Harley Quinn is still in the game, so
Harley
we'll see
Quinn
if she
moves on.
prevails.
Harley, let us know if you disagree with that, because man, I'm not letting Harley go out
you
like that,
can't
bro.
let her do it, but like the odds of that happening,
Yeah.
you know.
All right. Next round or next matchup, we got Harley Quinn's bestie, Poison Ivy, versus Bane.
Oh, I mean, game over. Bane's done.
Bane's done?
Yeah.
That easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
I
she
agree.
controls like the venom that's made from plants and stuff that runs through his veins. She could probably just pop them.
I feel like it'd be one of those, like, I don't know if it's like a Family Guy moment where it's like Poison Ivy like makes all the plants grab him, then Bane breaks him, then plants grab him, then Bane breaks him.
Yeah.
It's just that for like an hour.
Yeah,
It's like, who gets tired first?
yeah. I mean,
Poison Ivy isn't actually doing anything.
yeah.
But
Unless she like is by a forest, she's probably kind of screwed. Because if she's just in like a field of hay, like that's gonna be a weak.
But
fight.
hay is a plant.
Yeah, I know she can control it, but like, I mean, if you don't have trees to grab Bane, like, isn't he just gonna keep doing that
Yeah.
consistently? I mean, like, I feel like, I mean, not that you'll run out of blades of grass, but like,
But I mean, she also has her like lipstick too at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Bane is pretty stupid. You just kiss him.
Yeah. I mean, all she's got to do is hold him long enough for her to kiss him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I thought there'd be more of a fight for Bane, but
I mean, he's cool.
yeah, he's just a jacked up dude on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking of the Batman was cool.
Yeah.
But
I think it goes back down to one of those things like hand-to-hand combat. Like, obviously, Bane would destroy her, but that's not what would happen.
yeah, I mean, you just can't grab her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Yeah.
just doesn't really happen.
Yeah. So Poison Ivy, right? Poison
Yeah.
Ivy beats Bane. Ooh, Clayface and Venom. Clayface and Venom. Tell me, obviously one is sand and one is clay. But
Yeah.
what's the difference between Clayface and Sandman?
Marvel and DC. I feel like that's it. But like, I also feel like Clayface really has never been all that crazy cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I also haven't seen too much of him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm stuck on him right now in friggin' Gotham Knights, and he keeps beating me.
Really?
So I'm mad about
it's
it.
cool. I haven't played it. But
It's like the first time, like, obviously throughout the game, like, I hit like speed bumps and stuff, but this is like the first time, like screwed. Like, I'm like, how do I beat this guy?
the problem in my head is right now when I think Clayface automatically goes to the Harley Quinn show.
Animated, yeah.
Yep. Automatically goes to the animated show, and then when I think Venom,
Yeah.
like, come on, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Venom would 100% win that. You know, like, he just, I mean, rip them apart, like dig a hole in them, you know, or I mean, I don't know how he would I don't know how he would win.
I mean, he keeps putting himself back together.
Yeah, but so does the symbiote.
Yeah. I feel like
Are we talking? Yeah, and then
it has to come down to like Venom is just cooler.
I mean, yeah, you know, I want Venom to
I
win.
just keep wanting
so-
to vote for the people I like better.
Right. I mean, I want Venom to win that one too. And I mean, like, you know what? If Harley Quinn could beat Sandman, then Venom's gonna beat Clayface.
Well, I guess
like he can like suffocate Venom probably somehow, or at least Eddie Brock, because Eddie Brock is Venom.
In Gotham Knights, Batman put Sandman through like a
Clayface.
Clayface through like a grater essentially, and he ended up like over time pulling himself back together and being stronger than ever or something. So
the same thing being
I mean, he's just like never dying kind of thing. So I don't know.
Where there's clay, I exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of these are kind of hard just because like some of them don't die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no like end, but like in one fight, if you had to pick a winner in one fight, I pick Venom every day.
Yeah, 100%.
Venom wins. Agreed. Venom wins. Moving on to the next round, we got Mr. Freeze versus Thanos.
Arnold Schwarzenegger versus.
Yeah. I want to know your thoughts before I say my piece.
I feel like, to be honest, Mr. Freeze is pretty OP.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he can just freeze everything, but if he runs out of diamonds, then he's screwed. But like,
yeah.
you know, so I guess it comes down to how much ammo he has, you know, how many diamonds he has.
I don't feel like the snapping him out of existence argument fits. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if he's not part of the 50%?
Right.
But like, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Thanos is big, strong.
Combat Thanos all
Yeah.
day. You know, all day in combat for Thanos. But that's if Mr. Freeze just doesn't freeze him into an icicle and then shatter him into a million pieces and he's dead.
Yeah. But if that's so common, why doesn't he do that to everybody?
He tries.
Yeah, and he fails.
No, just to Batman.
I mean,
He does it to everybody else.
Everybody else. he doesn't seem like he's got a great success rate. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like Mr. Freeze is such a one-trick pony, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, but like, how much more do you need? So there's the Human Torch.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I don't really have.
I'm gonna say Freeze.
I'll go Freeze.
All right,
I'll go Freeze. Yeah.
Freeze one. Yeah, I was like, that's what I feel. I mean, like, everybody's gonna be like, he's just gonna snap him out of existence, like you said. But I was like, isn't that only if he has the Infinity Gauntlet?
Right.
So like, if he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, it's on hand-to-hand combat.
And I feel like it's a gamble at that point if he's not. But then, yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really have too much of a. I don't really care about either of them.
Me neither.
Like Thanos, like, yeah, he's strong and stuff, but I feel like it's the same thing as Bane. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do with it? I don't know. Like, maybe there'd be like the argument of like, if freezes Thanos, then he's just gonna break out of it and blah blah, and then he'll just freeze him again. Then it's the poison ivy thing again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I guess
a constant loop.
Yeah.
Like, guess when did you notice? It's just a loop. Frames.
Yeah, it's the perfect loop.
Right.
All right, so Thanos loses to Mr. Freeze. And then we go into Lex Luthor versus Carnage. I feel like there's so many arguments between some of these that are like still like they're happening over and over.
Yeah. The same thing as like Lex Luthor is like a genius, and if he can kind of invent Doomsday to kill Superman and like obtain kryptonite and do all this super genius kind of scientific stuff, like, would he be able to somehow scientifically take down the Carnage symbiote?
I just saw the next matchup. It's ridiculous.
Carnage.
But
I want Carnage to win.
I feel like Lex Luthor doesn't have some of the things that made the Riddler stand out against his opponent with the puzzles in the long game. Like, yeah, maybe there's a long game, but I also think he gets like not emotional, but almost too emotional. And, you know, something would happen along the way or his anger would, and I don't think he's coming back from like running into Carnage once. You know what I mean? If one of his inventions isn't there, if his henchmen aren't there, if, you know, I think there would be a situation in which Lex Luthor would beat Carnage, but I don't think
in a single fight, like with the first battle between them, who's winning?
Yeah, I don't think even like you said, like if Doomsday, if he created Doomsday, that he could be, but that's Doomsday. You know what I mean? It's not really Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor created it. But
we're also sitting here talking Marvel and DC because I'm like, by that point, like he figured out a way to defeat and kill Superman.
Yeah. But, but I'm saying, like, I guess if like one popped it, like Injustice style, they both drop into the street, time to fight.
Yeah.
There's no way Carnage loses that.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like the symbiote will probably just grab a hold of Lex Luthor and then game over, dude.
Right,
you know, game on.
Yeah, I guess that kind of shoots the like Riddler is always like ready to go. You know what I mean? Like Riddler always has a puzzle, always has a plan.
He knows you're coming before you're coming.
Where like Lex Luthor's like, this is what I'm working on for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, and if that
100%.
thing's not ready, like he's screwed.
Yeah.
Carnage shows up in his office one day. Like, hey, bud.
Right? Yeah. You're done.
It's
dude.
over.
Yeah, he's in a suit and tie and just let me get my suit. Hold on. Yeah. Carnage wins.
I think Carnage beats Lex Luthor and moves on to the next round. Oh, this is the funny one. We got Whiplash versus Doomsday.
Doomsday. It's funny that we brought up Doomsday in that last one, and now here's Doomsday.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't
Just like
you're the Doomsday guy out of the two of us.
Yeah,
and yeah.
I mean, like
I'm 100% into Doomsday's corner.
Right.
Like, even the few thing we got him right here.
it's a Batman Doomsday. But
Yeah, Whiplash is what is he gonna do? Hit him with a whip? He's gonna just whip him. He's gonna hit him with his
dude. I mean, this is Batman as Doomsday.
Yeah,
you know, from a multiverse story, but this is insane. This is like he's made of kryptonite. Not that that's going to have any effect on
Whiplash.
But Whiplash has just got some whips.
Yeah, that's what
you know what I'm saying. I'm like, can he cut through Doomsday because he's like rock and
will
part
Doomsday
planet?
even feel it?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. I'm 100% Doomsday.
Yeah, he's just so much more powerful than Superman. Even like brute strength. He's almost matching him.
Right.
And so like, yeah, game over, Whiplash. I mean, you could have stood a chance maybe against
who?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess some of these other people like
Rick and Morty.
like Lex Luthor Whiplash could have been a discussion, but probably not much of one. You know what I mean?
That would have been
like you said, it's superpower versus smarts. You know what I mean? So there's that conversation. But Doomsday beats Whiplash. Whiplash cracked his whip for the last time.
Bye-bye.
He's out of here. He's out of here. All right. Kingpin versus the Penguin. Kingpin versus the Penguin.
Kingpin.
Yeah. Just
Penguin's just I mean, Penguin is just a mob kingpin.
Yeah.
He has no fighting skills. When does he ever fight Batman? Actually, but Batman just grabs him and beats the crap out of him, or like somehow deals with him while talking. You know, it's always his goons, or it's always his gangsters that are taking over.
Yeah, or he teams up with somebody else, like
100%.
Or
yeah, he's always like a mob boss. You know, like I'm not putting in work, I'm not lifting a finger. You're gonna do the dirty work. You're gonna lift the finger, and I'm gonna get money. Like that's 100%.
And Kingpin will mess somebody up.
Yeah, and I mean Kingpin is obviously Kingpin. He's the same thing of the Marvel universe, but he actually has like super strength and he's like super powerful.
Yeah.
In the remastered Spider-Man game, he's the first like boss that you beat.
Yeah.
And you have to go up against, and he was hard.
Right.
Especially the first time that I played it because I was still getting used to the controls and stuff, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, dude, this guy is strong. I was like, this is the first one of the first level of the game. I was like, this game's gonna be hard as heck. Like
in like one of the very first episodes of the Daredevil series, somebody like makes him mad, so he smashes his head in through like in a car door until there's like no head left. Like, I don't want to go against that guy.
No,
a single day in my life. I feel strongly about it.
Right. I mean, yeah, definitely not.
All right, we got Doc Ock versus Doctor Doom. We got two docs. Doctor Octopus, Doctor Doom. Doom.
Doc.
We got the Doctor Doom in here, man.
Rock around the clock. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Not gonna lie, Dr. Octopus stands a good chance.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Can he just zap Dr. Octopus's stuff, like his tentacles, and take him out of commission? Dr. Doom?
Couldn't he?
Probably.
Couldn't he? Like, I'm like, wait, couldn't he?
Yeah, because I mean that's how you kill him in the game. Going back to the game, that's how you kill Doctor Doom is by electrocuting him, and it kind of takes his arms out of commission.
Right.
Yeah, and you can't control him.
Well, I think like can't Doctor Doom pretty much just create anything?
That's what I don't know too much of, because like it's more electricity. I thought that he generates, like he's like electro,
Maybe.
almost.
I don't know. I'm basing it off of, like I said previously, like I like Doctor Doom. I think he's a really cool character, but I don't know a ton about him.
Yeah, I mean the little bit that I know is honestly from the old movies.
Right.
You know, and that's how he handled everything, was from electricity, and he was like pulling it out of the wall and stuff like that. It was kind of cool.
In the newer Fantastic Four, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but he was like on a planet. He was just like creating. He was just like pulling ground up and grabbing people, and like it was crazy. Like the Fantastic Four had no chance because they were mad at each other, and they're like, we gotta like squash our beef, otherwise we're done. You know, the typical hero thing.
Right, yeah, I think my heart's just gonna have to deal with being broken and Doc Ock dying.
I mean, I like Doc too.
I know. I don't think.
I guess
because I'm sitting here. I'm like, he stands a fighting chance, and I'm like, yeah, no. Because now I'm like, okay, so he's even more powerful than I know that he is. So I'm like, oh yeah, game over.
I think it depends on like which. I think with a lot of these, it depends on which like iteration of them you go with, and like. I guess like as far as the MCU goes, like we don't even have a Doctor Doom in the MCU yet. I don't think the Fantastic Four movie is coming soon,
which is when
like
we
2 years from now.
Yeah, I think that's when we're gonna get it.
So like we don't even have like a real current like MCU version of Doctor Doom yet,
right?
But I guess technically speaking, other than like universe jumping and stuff like that, we don't have a current Doc Ock either, but. Because he was from the previous universe. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel, honestly, I could go either way. I
think Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
All right.
I think Doctor Doom wins it just for the pure fact that, like, he can control the one thing that can take out Doc Ock. You know?
I guess, because even if it was only electricity, like, that's all he would need.
That's it, and then it's just game over.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, he's pretty weak, isn't he? He can't move, all this stuff.
Well, yeah, because he's a scientist, right? Yeah, at the end of the day, just not that scientists are all weak, but
I mean, he's just super smart. Like he's got big brain muscles and little arm muscles.
Yeah, he didn't train the rest of his body.
Yeah,
that's
just
why
big
he
brain
created
energy,
something
man.
that would do it for him.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Doctor Doom moves on, taking out Doc Ock. That's another one. Like I'm a huge Doc Ock fan too, and I was like, well, if he would have gone against somebody like Whiplash, maybe.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting fight. Yeah. But at the same time, if he just grabs his tentacles and zaps him, he's done.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking Whiplash only has 2 whips. Ock has 4 arms.
Yeah. 4 arms. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 whatever arms.
Appendages.
Yeah. So we got Green Goblin versus Mysterio in the next round.
I'm gonna say Green Goblin, but that's only because I don't know too much about Mysterio.
Yeah, I know a little bit about Mysterio from the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like the Jake Gyllenhaal version. But I mean, he also just like would trap people. He trapped like Peter Parker in like a basically another dimension, and like he was fighting himself, and knowing some of the things about Green Goblin going into Gold Goblin and the things in his head that would be destroying him in that dimension would be crazy. But I don't know, like Green Goblin,
he's super powerful.
yeah, I mean, he's got like the bombs, he's got the glider, he's got all that stuff. So
he's got gadgets upon gadgets upon gadgets, and he's Norman Osborn, so he's just got the genius in there, you know.
But isn't Mysterio is all based on gadgets too, right? But it's just different types of gadgets. I
feel like Green Goblin.
Yeah. I definitely think that it would be an interesting fight.
Me too.
I think this is one that could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely, like if Mysterio got one up on Green Goblin, it could be over for Green Goblin, vice versa. Like just like the flip of a coin, literally.
Right.
But I think at the end of the day, like I feel like Green Goblin wins 2 out of 3 times. 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Let us know.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't say that you were wrong on that one. I feel like, I don't know. I want Green Goblin to win. I feel like he should win.
He's one of your favorites, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially now. More recently. Like the more and more we get into it, it's just like Green Goblin keeps popping up. I bought some Funkos.
Really?
Yeah, the Green Goblin. I'm like, oh boy.
Here we go. I think this one's an easy one, but I'm really curious to see what you say about it. We got Juggernaut versus Scarecrow.
I mean, Scarecrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
it's just, I feel like our list hasn't been generous to the people who are just muscly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like
this might as well be like the Hulk versus.
That's what
Scarecrow.
I was just thinking. Like if like a Hulk was versus Scarecrow, it would probably
Game
still
over,
be Scarecrow.
like. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he's got juice, as long as he's got the juice, he's good to go.
100%. Yeah. So like he'd just drive Juggernaut crazy, and Juggernaut would probably smash his head too hard into a wall and kill himself or something like that, like is what would end up happening.
I think he would just make him crazy and just be able to get away, like victory Scarecrow until he comes back stronger or with a different plan.
Right, 100%.
Like it just like it's like goes back to the other one. It's like hand to hand combat. Juggernaut wins every day.
Yeah,
but like Scarecrow would not be in that situation. If he was, like he'd just juice him up.
Right? Know what I mean? Like, 100%.
It's over. It's over. So that one was. I wanted to see what you had to say about that one, but pretty simple. Oh, this is an. I don't know if you've noticed, we haven't heard a certain name through this whole list. I mean, it starts with a J.
Oh.
Ends with an ochre.
Who's J Poker?
Joker.
Okay.
Versus Loki. Just start flipping.
I mean,
I'm
like, Loki, he's strong.
Yeah.
He's a god. Joker isn't strong.
Joker isn't.
Period. Like at all not strong. Kind of the same situation for me as Two-Face.
Yeah.
Where it's his contraptions or riddles or whatever puzzle you're going to be figuring out that is going to get you from Joker. Like he's going to use your own mind against you, which is crazy, so like, can that happen? Maybe a little bit, but at the same time, Loki can just pop up anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he just like, oh, I'm over here. And then, I mean, Joker's just done.
I guess so, yeah.
You know, I feel like for that fight, you know, I mean, like we were saying earlier, that DC doesn't have that many, like, they got powers and they have abilities and stuff, but they're not like crazy abilities like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Marvel is over the top. Like, this is a god. These are heroes with crazy abilities that are not meant to be beat by anybody whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, so like when you have that up against an average man that is just crazy but pretty smart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And jokes a lot. Is he going to be able to match up against Loki?
That's funny because I feel like I go into these matchups thinking one thing, and then you have to be smart about it. Like,
You have to think realistically.
I would just be like, Joker.
I mean, that's my
Fudge,
favorite. And how bad would I stand in Joker's corner against that fight? Yes. 100%. Would I go into it knowing he's going to die? Yes. Like,
Yeah, Loki's got to win that one, I think.
yeah, you know, it has to, you know, and I'm not even like a big fan of Loki.
Me either. That's why
I like his brother. You know, I mean, just not Love and Thunder, but
Oh, man. Loki beats Joker.
yep, Loki beats Joker.
Loker beats Joker. Loker beats Jokey.
Alrighty.
So just to recap here, we had Ra's al Ghul versus Mystique. Mystique took that one in a coin flip.
That was surprising.
I don't think it was that surprising.
I mean,
But
the fact that we ended up getting down to the coin flip was kind of surprising.
Sabretooth versus Magneto. Magneto took that one easy. We got Riddler versus Two-Face. We got Riddler taking that with his puzzles and smarts and really Two-Face bringing nothing to the table.
Yeah. Other than a coin.
We got Deadshot versus Killmonger, and we took Deadshot. I really wanted to see Killmonger go further, but why couldn't Killmonger get whiplash, you know?
Right? Yeah, that would have been cool. That'd be cool.
Electro versus Deathstroke. Deathstroke won that one. You know, Sandman versus Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn beat Sandman with another coin flip. I'm really bringing the flips today.
Yeah.
You know, when we did our drafts, our drafts, I couldn't roll a dice to save my life. You beat me up. You beat me up in a lot of them. I'm bringing the coin flips today, y'all.
I think that's a weighted coin. No, I'm joking. It's Pokemon.
There is
it's
weight
a Charizard.
There is weight to it now that you mention it. Poison Ivy versus Bane. We got Poison Ivy taking Bane out. Clayface versus Venom. Venom takes it home. I would argue maybe that Venom doesn't belong in this bracket, but I put him in here, so whoops.
It's only in King and Black, though. I feel like he doesn't belong there if this is King and Black story.
But I guess it's like more like we didn't put Deadpool in here, you know, because Deadpool kind of floats around.
We should just do an anti-hero list.
We could
Be sick.
Yes, we should. Mr. Freeze beating Thanos.
There it is.
It was surprising to me a little bit, but you made good points. I can't argue with that.
Frozen.
Lex Luthor losing to Carnage. Carnage moving on to the next round. And then we had Whiplash trying his best against Doomsday, but really just couldn't. He left
a scratch or something.
He left his good whips at home that day.
I can just picture it now, just like at Doomsday's ankles, like, and Doomsday's just like,
yeah.
you know.
Kingpin versus Penguin. Kingpin all day. We really didn't even have to discuss that one too much. Doc Ock versus Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom took that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Doctor Doom. The battle of the doctors. Mysterio versus Green Goblin. We sent Green Goblin through to the next round, beating Mysterio. Maybe to our I don't know the word I'm looking for next.
What do you mean? I don't.
What am I thinking? The word is like right there. Ignorance, maybe to our ignorance, because we don't. Maybe if we knew more about Mysterio, maybe that's a silly decision. But we're sending Green Goblin through to the next round. Scarecrow taking out Juggernaut with the juice, and Loki unfortunately beating the Joker in the first round.
Yeah.
I think we need a moment of silence for Joker. Who else? Doc Ock, Joker.
We got 2 left. It's all right.
Yeah. Those are like the ones. Doc Ock and Joker, I definitely thought would go further. Killmonger, I wanted him to go further, but other than that, I mean, a lot of them were. That's it. That's that. You know what I mean? That's that. I said it twice. Say it 3 times. Make it cooler.
That's that.
Explosions!
We're getting on into this pull list this week, y'all. 118, the 3rd week of January, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Time's cruising.
Right? We're chilling. We're riding that wave through, and we're almost through January.
Yeah.
Right into February. That's crazy.
Right
I feel
on.
like 2023 just started.
I mean, it kind of did.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme, but
Yeah, but
it
like-
doesn't feel like we're 3 weeks in yet.
No, it feels like a couple days ago was New Year's. you know?
Yeah.
Book number 1 this week, we got House of Slaughter, issue number 11. I believe this is the precursor to Something is Killing the Children.
Right.
Yes. So this one has me really excited. I haven't been able to get caught up yet because I'm trying to finish Something is Killing the Children
Right,
first,
yeah.
and then read the precursor, and then now they're also coming out with Book of Slaughter, which is pretty
okay,
cool.
yeah.
So we have like 3 different story arcs kind of happening, and I think this one happens before, and then Book of Slaughter, I'm pretty sure, happens after Something is Killing the Children.
Gotcha.
So lots of cool stuff going on in this one. The main character is kind of battling his own rage in this one, and not only is he having to protect people and save people from these monsters that he's hunting, but he also kind of has to save them or try to save them and protect them from his own rage and guilt. That's kind of all happening in this one.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, very
that
interesting.
Sounds cool. Yeah.
Boom Studios has their stories locked in right now. I'm very excited on this one. It's retailing for a cover price of $3.99, and I don't know exactly how many pages we got, but we do have 7 other variants on this one,
Really?
which is really cool. 2 of them. One is a trade dress. The second one has a really tiny House of Slaughter logo on it. And then for the rest of them, they're all Virgin variants, kind of messing around with the colors. They're all the same image. They even have one that's just like all black and white with that red color splash.
Oh,
So
nice.
some of those variants that I really dig.
Book number 2 this week. Y'all know I had to talk about Nightwing 100, y'all.
Yep.
You know, I've been talking about Nightwing since this channel started, and now we got Nightwing 100 coming this week. Yeah, I don't know what to expect because I like Nightwing, but I'm not up to date on him. I didn't read the 100 issues before this one,
Right.
but you know, Nightwing's always up to something. For an issue of 100, we'll see what they pull out. You know,
Right. It's going to be probably one of those like Rick and Morty situations, collector's issues.
Yeah,
I feel like, I mean, most 100 issues, number 100 is kind of like a collector's.
there's
issue.
a 100 right in the front cover, big numbers.
Yep. On a lot of the variants.
Yeah.
You know, so they're putting images on the inside of the numbers on these ones.
Yeah. There's also some other variants in this one without the hundreds, so there's definitely some cool ones to check out and look at. So if you are into Nightwing, grab issue 100 for sure.
Book number 3, guys. We got Batman One Bad Day, the Bane edition, issue number 1. These are one-shots. We're getting, I don't exactly know what we're going to be diving into with Bane, but probably more of an origin story. I guess not.
Oh.
Not an origin story. It's a modern story, but it has to do with a little bit of everything. So past, present, and future. So we're gonna have some kind of cool storylines going on. It operates within the Dark Knight territory.
Yeah. Honestly, like I've always thought Bane was kind of a cool character. They've dumbed him down a lot recently, I feel like. But the villain bracket, I think you guys just saw Bane get taken out in the first round. If I'm not mistaken, it was by Poison Ivy.
I believe so.
But
there's a big reason behind that.
Yeah. But through that, it almost like sent me wanting to know more about Bane and then getting more interested in him. So like Bane's getting higher up on my radar right as this One Bad Day is coming out. So I'm definitely going to pick this one up.
Right. I only think there was one other issue or one shot where Bane got his own comic.
Right.
I think that's it. as far as that, and now we're getting another one shot for Bane, and man, he looks dope on these covers.
Tom Hardy is one of my like a favorite actor of mine. Like I like his stuff, and when he played Bane, I was more excited about it. But I wasn't in love with the portrayal of him in that movie. But other than that, like Harley Quinn animated series, he's so funny, and stuff like that.
A whole different side of Bane.
And he's just jacked, dude. He's a big dude.
Yeah, which is insane.
These variants look cool too.
Yeah, and they're even sticking with the classic. When we got the first One Bad Day, which was the Riddler, they had the orange background of the city with the green logo in the top corner, and they're doing the same thing on one of these variants for that with Bane, kind of in that same position as the Riddler, looking like a bad A, man.
Bad A.
Just shredded.
Yeah.
Jacked, man. I would love to see him in WWE.
That'd be pretty.
That'd be sick.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to use his juice though.
I mean, is that going to stop him from using his juice, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like without his juice, he probably is pretty horrible to put up with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's still a big guy.
Yeah.
He's still before the juice, he can still be a terror.
I guess yes. I mean, are you saying before he got introduced to Venom at all?
No, I'm saying like before he hits the button.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's big. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Like it's almost like if he needs it or needs to get out of a sticky situation, then he hits it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he gets that roid rage.
Yeah.
you know.
But some of these other variants too, it looks like we have a Virgin too, and
yeah, a couple different versions with that classic little DC Black Label stamp on there. Man, 64 pages, and it retails for a cover price of $7.99 on this one. They're getting up there for these one shots. I think when they start putting them out, they were $6.
right.
So we're seeing a dollar more
increase.
Yep.
Book number 4 this week is I Hate Fairyland number 3.
There it is.
Fairyland is so great.
You're caught up, right?
I actually just read 2 this morning. So yeah, I'm fully caught up. It's shenanigans.
Of course.
Yeah.
What else would you expect?
Gertrude is back in Fairyland now. I don't know if anybody else is reading it, so if you're not, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but before this run, she got out of Fairyland. She started this run outside of Fairyland trying to get a job and stuff. Wasn't working out because she was just beating everybody up. And she was a drunk. And now she had to go back into Fairyland. And it's right back where she left off almost.
There we go.
Right back to her old days.
Yep.
So if you're interested in any of the old Hey Fairylands, I think we're going to get back into really, really similar things.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple variants on this one. There's a Momoka variant on this one too.
There we go.
So I know some people really like her. Other than that, variants aren't too crazy. There's a variant of cover A and another cover that you see her doing some craziness on.
Yeah.
So
I think the variant of cover A is cooler.
I agree.
I like the colors in that a lot more. It's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Without the white background. I think last issue we got a Spawn variant.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
That's the one I picked up.
Really?
Yeah. Spawn Santa Claus, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that looks so cool, man.
Oh yeah. I think this week we have another honorable mention. We've been trying to keep it 2 books apiece, but we got Deadpool 3 coming this week as well.
Yes, we do.
With that Nightwing 100 and I Hate Fairyland coming, I had to put Deadpool in the honorable mentions, but
right.
I'm still pumped on that one.
Definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on, especially for Deadpool. It seems like they're trying to push more stuff that they can possibly. I don't know if they're trying to tie anything into the new movie or what, but I'm not caught up.
Yeah, I don't think this is the current Deadpool stuff is after the Null Invasion.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
So, because I haven't read episode 2. I haven't read issue 2 yet, but at the end of issue 1, he basically grew arms and became like Carnage Pool,
Dang.
essentially. So he went to try to get Doc Ock, and ended up growing arms, and it's a whole thing. If you
All right.
haven't checked it out, you need to check it out.
Yeah, that's it.
We're only on issue 3, so it's a good time to jump in if you haven't yet.
I'm picking up. I didn't know that it was going to be kind of a King in Black tie-in.
Yeah, because the symbiote that she ends up, because I know you made a short out of, she's sticking her fingers in his stomach.
Yeah.
She ends up sticking a symbiote into him that she got from the Null invasion. She found part of a symbiote on the street after Null invaded.
Oh,
and
dang.
she kept it, and she's trying to create a new, basically a new army of symbiotes that are loyal to her instead of Null. So it's crazy. It's crazy. If you haven't checked out book 1, I do have a breakdown on it. So go check out that video if you don't want to pick it up. But it's an interesting. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it sounds like
crazy.
Deadpool is no longer going to be in control of himself, but still have all his abilities and
we'll
everything.
see,
So
we'll
that's
see,
going to be
we'll
a
see.
fun one.
But that wraps up this week's podcast. We got part 1 of the villain bracket. We got some pull list stuff taken care of.
Right.
And I think that's it. So check out the description for some free money on Whatnot using the code in the description to sign up. Get 10% off your jitterless energy at w.gg, code Collective Comics at checkout. And until next time, this has been
Collective Comics.